Lucas back there with him.
Hill against Taylor.
Essendon, as you can see, kicking a lot more than the Hawks.
Young, quick hands to Jordan Lewis. Now Hodge.
Hodge has had a ripper third term. He's got his team up and going.
To Gillum. He wants to get it back to Hodge, and he does. And now he drills the pass to Boyle. Beauty. What about that, Rob, as a forward?
That is poetry in motion.
Now Franklin wants it, and he pops it up. He's got to beat a couple here, Franklin. He doesn't. Gets double teamed. Osborne attacked it. He did well. He goes for the impossible kick. Oh, it's a great goal! One of the goals of the year. To Michael Osborne, completely intentional. Magnificently done. Won the ball back for his team and has slotted it home.
Well, he won it well. I think he's put a bit of a don't argue there. Let's see when he gets it. Does he put the arm out to fend off? And as good as that kick is, Andrew Lovett's attempted tackle was as bad.
How many consecutive weeks can the goal of the year be kicked?
Yeah.
Dale Thomas, Daniel Motlop, Michael Osborne.
McPhee at the Dome here earlier in the year. Cyril Rioli at the MCG. There's been some absolute beauties.
You wouldn't want to be a judge, would you?
It's lead of the match.
They're all there, you got it, thank you.
So they're hemmed in here, the Bombers. Nash is going to... Oh, dear. That is just shocking.
Well, Matthew Knights will be just absolutely distressed by that effort. And, no, well, just terrible.
So, Roughhead for his second. Essendon ball.
Bombers staring at a 34-point deficit. I don't think they can win this now. But no doubt they won't be conceding just yet if they can make the early running in this quarter, and that's not the way they're going to do it. Lovett Murray mown down by Young, and the mistakes really began flowing through the middle stages of that third quarter, and Hawthorn are starting to cash in on them. Here's Williams. Hasn't had many scoring chances. He's goalless for the night. Selflessly gives it off, and he goes for a pretty good target.
Well, will Buddy kick 10 tonight? He's got to be every chance the way that he's going.
Who do you take, Wolsey? Do you take, if you could only have one of Lance Franklin or Gary Ablett Jr., which one do you take?
Andy, that is such a silly question. You always take the big fella. If he was a ruckman, I'd certainly go for a ruckman, but quality forwards, Andy. Midfielders are a dime a dozen.
One's as good as Ablett aren't, but this bloke is in a league of his own, isn't he? That's number 8 for the night. And having been challenged by the underdog Bombers, Hawthorn winning with something in hand. Stanton steering it into midfield, but the turnovers are flowing at the moment. Flowing like sour milk for the Bombers, like champagne for the Hawks. And they work it around. Gillum to Bateman. Running forward for him is Ladson, who's been down the back all night, and he steers this forward to Young, who will go back and line them up.
And Lance Franklin actually applauds his teammate who passed that to Young. He gave the lead. You can see Franklin's got a new opponent. Paddy Wright has just been taken off. Lovett Murray, I think he's trying to say, hey, I don't want him. Can someone else come and get him?
So Young, without a goal for the night, and left foot stands him in good stead there. The Hawks go further ahead.
And the Hawk ruckmen, they've dominated. Have a look at this. Just perfect ruck work to a player coming through on the burst. First to Hodge and now to Lewis. And they're the clearances that are so effective.
So the kick is going to be marked by a Hawthorn player and Taylor, and he's off. And he pumps it long in the Franklin direction. Is being held. Umpire didn't pay it. Doesn't matter. Roughhead's got the mark.
Straight downstairs, Dustin Fletcher. The way he came off, lads, you wouldn't be surprised if he's carrying a cracked rib. He was in so much pain when he came off the ground.
I reckon you're right, Andy. His ribs, he got crunched in that hit about 5 minutes ago, and he is so sore.
So Roughhead for his third. And the Hawks now lead by 44.
And Roughhead's 3-all coming in the second half. Hodge and Franklin carried them in the first, kicked 8 of their 9, but they're being shared around as the game wears on and the Hawks' domination grows. 9 pins at the moment.
That was almost a spear tackle.
A bit of evening up going on at the moment, Rob, I think, out there.
Well, I think the Hawks want to win the tackle count by the end of the night.
So down the middle go the Hawks. And the mark's taken by Young. Now, what's he going to do? He dishes off out wide to Clark, who kicks long to Franklin. He's in front. Yeah. And this will be for 9. He's kicked 8 goals for.
Well, if he kicks 9, the interest of look at that, Osborne bringing down Hurley. But if Buddy kicks 9, will he get 10? How much time is there to go, Tim? I don't know.
We're in the last 5, Rob.
Okay. Well, I hope he can.
So Franklin, who's taken 5 contested marks tonight. From directly in front, drives it home. Buddy's got 9. Can he get into double figures? So he equals his career best, Tim, which is against the Bombers last year.
Becoming a recurring nightmare for them, and Paddy Ryder might have nightmares tonight. Hasn't dropped his head at any stage, but he must feel a shattered young man.
Well, they were made to work hard, the Hawks, but in the end they overran the Bombers to the tune of 51 points, 19-16, 130 to 12-7, 79 after the margin was just 7 points at the main break. The story tonight was Lance Franklin, 10 marks, 9 goals, 5. What a star he is. Answered his, well, the knockers this week in the best possible way. Roughhead 3, Hodge 3 for the Hawks. Lucas led the way with the Bombers also with 3 goals.